Hi, Ritaj.
Hi, Miss Lynn.
Hi, baby. How are you?
Fine, Miss.
I'm just waiting a minute or two to see if anyone else shows up.
Okay.
We're going to start in the grammar textbook, Ritaj, on page 246.
Okay, Miss. I will open it now.
All right, babe. You have it open, baby?
Yes, Miss. What?
Do you have it opened yet?
Yes, Miss, it's 251, right?
Okay. Yeah, my book is a little bit different than yours.
Okay, Miss.
At the top, it should say, what is a modifier?
What is... Okay, it's 246. I'm sorry,
Oh, okay. That's okay. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started, baby. You might be the only one here. Okay, first of all, what is a modifier? A modifier is a word or word group that makes the meaning of another word or word group more specific. It helps to make it more clear. The two kinds of modifiers are adjectives and adverbs. We have one word modifiers, which are adjectives. An adjective makes the meaning of a noun or a pronoun more specific. For example, Samuel gave a broad smile. What kind of smile? A broad smile. Only she knows the answer. Here, the adjective only makes the meaning of the pronoun she more specific. Next, we have the sweater is soft and warm. The adjectives soft and warm describe what kind of the sweater is, the feeling that it gives. Next, isn't he a well-mannered boy? This is a compound adjective, well-mannered, and it makes the meaning of the noun boy more specific. You have any questions, baby, on adjectives?
No, Miss.
Okay. All right, so next we go to adverbs. If you remember, an adverb makes the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb more specific. Example, Samuel grinned broadly. How did she grin? Broadly. Hold on, let me let Nora in. Hi, Nora.
Hello, Miss.
We're in the grammar textbook on page 246.
All right, 1 second.
Okay. Hi, Chris.
Hi, Miss.
We're in the grammar textbook on page 246.
Okay, sorry for being missed because I was getting ready for the school picture because
All right.
I was gone.
It's
Sorry.
okay. It's all right. All right, this is chapter 8 on modifiers, okay? We've already discussed that there are two different kinds of modifiers, adjectives and adverbs. We've already went over the adjectives and now we're beginning the adverbs. If you remember, an adverb makes the meaning of a verb, an adjective, or another adverb more specific. Senya grinned broadly. The adverb broadly makes the meaning of the verb grinned more specific. Sometimes I wonder about the future. When do you wonder about the future? Sometimes. And then we have the dog is very hungry. How hungry is the dog? Very hungry. So that's an adverb. The alarm rang surprisingly loudly. How loud did it ring? Surprisingly. Okay. Now, adjective or adverb. This is how you tell the difference. Many adverbs end in ly. However, others do not. Not all words with the ly ending are adverbs. Some adjectives also end in ly. Therefore, you can't tell whether a word is an adjective or an adverb simply by looking for the ly ending. To decide whether a word is an adjective or an adverb, you must determine how the word is used in the sentence. In the first little box, we have adverbs that do not end in ly, such as soon, home, loose, not, here, and very. The next little box, we have adjectives that do end in ly, such as elderly people, only child, silly behavior, curly hair, holy building, and lonely person. In the next box, we have words that can be used either as adjectives or adverbs, such as adjectives. She is an only child. As an adverb, she has only one brother. Tina has a fast car. Fast describes what type of car she has, so that's an adjective. The car goes fast. This is an adverb. We caught the last train. Which train did you catch? The last one. So last is an adjective. However, as an adverb, we left last. Any questions so far?
Yes, Miss. Sorry to interrupt.
No, it's okay.
But, I just want to know which page again. Sorry.
Right now we're on page 247.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, now let's go to 8C on page 247. If a word in the predicate modifies the subject of the verb, use the adjective form. If it modifies the verb, use the adverb form. For example, adjective. The gazelles were graceful. Graceful modifies gazelles. The gazelles moved gracefully. Here, gracefully modifies the verb moved. The boy grew tall. Tall modifies the boy. The boy grew quickly. Of course, quickly modifies grew. All right, next we have phrases that are used as modifiers. Just like one word modifiers, phrases can also be used as adjectives and adverbs. For example, it was time for celebration. The prepositional phrase for celebration acts as an adjective that modifies the noun time. Uprooting trees and bushes, the tornado swept across the panhandle. Here, the participial phrase, uprooting trees and bushes, acts as an adjective that modifies the noun tornado. Does everyone understand this?
Yes.
Okay. On page 248. Professor Martinez is the one to ask. Here, the infinitive phrase to ask acts as an adjective that modifies the pronoun one. The next one is Ray is becoming quite good at soccer. We know that at soccer is a prepositional phrase, and it acts as an adverb that modifies the adjective good. Then we have walk with care on icy pavements. Here again, we have a prepositional phrases, two of them, with care and on icy pavements. Both of those act as adverbs that modify the verb walk. Now, always pay attention to see if you have one prepositional phrase, or for an example here, there are two. And finally, the guide spoke slowly enough to be understood. The infinitive phrase to be understood acts as an adverb that modifies the adverb enough. All right, next we're going to clauses. Clauses used as modifiers. Like words and phrases, clauses can also be used as adjectives and adverbs. Example, Vermeer is the painter that I like best. Here, the adjective clause that I like best modifies the noun painter. The next one is, hi, Laura.
Good morning, Miss Lynn.
We're on page 248 in the grammar textbook.
Okay.
Hi, Hannah. Okay, the next example says, before Tony left for work, she took the dog for a walk. Here, the adverb clause before Tony left for work modifies the verb took. All right, exercise 1, identifying the modifiers. Identify the italicized word or word group in each of the following sentences as a modifier or not a modifier. For example, Rudyard Kipling, who was born in India, wrote a wonderful story about a brave mongoose. All right, is it a modifier or not a modifier? Who can answer? Ritash, do you know?
Yes, Miss.
Is it a modifier or not a modifier?
Miss, in page 248, exercise 1, right?
Yes, yes, we're on the example. You see, it says Rudyard Kipling, who was born in India, wrote a wonderful story about a brave mongoose. Here, who
It is
was
a
born,
modifier?
yes, it's a modifier because who was born in India describes Rudyard Kipling. Okay.
Okay.
All right, let's do number 1, Ritash. Ricky Tikki was adopted by a very kind family. Is it a modifier or no? Look at the word very.
Very. It's a modifier?
Yes, that's correct.
Adverb?
Yes, that's correct. Good job. All right, do number 2, Ritash.
Okay. The family with him meat and bananas and boiled eggs. It's a modifier, adjective?
Yes, very good. Okay, Nora, will you do the next 2?
Yes, miss. Like all mongooses, Ricky Tikki was always curious. Like all mongooses, Ricky Tikki was always
Look at like all mongooses. Does it modify anything?
Yes,
Okay, so it's a modifier, correct?
it's modifier. While exploring the garden, he heard Darcy and his wife, the tailor birds, crying in their nest. heard authority and
Look at the word heard. Does it modify anything?
no,
Right, so it's not a modifier.
not a modifier.
Right, okay. And do number 5, Noah, please.
All right. One of their babies had fallen out of the nest and been eaten by a cobra. It's a modifier.
Yes, that's correct. Good job.
Adverb. It's an
Right,
adverb.
good job, Noah.
Alright.
Any other questions?
Thank you.
Miss Lynn?
No.
Yes,
Miss Lynn, can you please explain what is a modifier? Because I entered late, so I don't know.
okay. It'll be on the Zoom video, but a modifier is a word or word group that makes the meaning of another word or word group more specific. It makes it more clearer for you to understand, okay? We have one-word modifiers. We have phrases and clauses that are used as modifiers. Remember on page 247, on page 246, we discussed the one-word modifiers, which are adjectives and adverbs. Then on page 247, we discussed phrases that are used as modifiers, such as a participial phrase or prepositional phrase, okay? Now we're on clauses used as modifiers. All right, that's what we just finished, Laura.
Okay,
Now,
Miss Lynn, thank you.
Let's go to page 249. We have 8 troublesome modifiers. The first one is bad and badly. Bad is an adjective. In most uses, badly is an adverb, okay? As an adjective, the dog was bad, bad dog. Adverb, the dog behaved badly. Tells you how the dog behaved. Remember that a word that modifies the subject of a verb should be in adjective form. For example, non-standard. The stew tasted badly. That's incorrect. The correct way to write it or say it is the stew tasted bad. In informal situations, remember now we have formal and we have informal. In informal situations, bad or badly is acceptable after the word feel. For example, informal, he feels badly about the incident. The more formal way of writing or saying it would be, he feels bad about the incident. Everyone understand the difference here?
Yes.
Just remember, you have formal and informal. All right, next we have the words good and well. And these are the two that I notice students get confused probably more than any of the rest of them. Always remember that good is an adjective. It should not be used
Miss
to
Lynn, I have a question.
okay.
If a sentence says he played badly or bad,
Okay, what's it modifying?
he's playing. So like, I don't understand if you use bad or badly.
Okay, go back up to the rule. Bad is an adjective. Most cases, badly is an adverb, okay? So you can see right here, the dog behaved badly. He played what, bad or badly?
Badly.
Right, you understand?
Yes, okay.
Okay. All right, so to continue with good and well, good is an adjective and it should never be used to modify a verb. Non-standard. He speaks Italian good. That's incorrect. Standard. He speaks Italian well. Or you could say his Italian sounds good, because here good is an adjective that modifies the noun Italian. Okay? So you shouldn't say he speaks Italian good. He speaks Italian well. Well may be used either as an adjective or as an adverb. As an adjective, remember that well has two meanings. Well, and the first one means in good health, and in the second, it means satisfactory. For example, John is well. That means John has good health. All is well. If I say, Ritaj, how are you doing today? And her answer is all is well, that means that everything is satisfactory, okay? As an adverb, however, well means capably. Example, they did well in the tryouts. The students did well on the exams. The team did well in the competition. Everyone understand this?
Yes.
Okay. And then finally, we have slow and slowly. Slow is used as both an adjective and an adverb. Example, we took a slow drive through the countryside. Of course, you should know that a slow here is an adjective that modifies the noun drive. Next, go slow. Slow here is an adverb that modifies the verb go. Slowly is an adverb. In most adverb uses, it is better to use slowly than to use slow. Example, the train slowly came to a stop. Drive slowly on slippery roads. Any questions?
No.
Okay.
No.
And now we have real and really. Real is an adjective meaning actual or genuine, okay? Really is an adverb meaning actually or truly. Although real is commonly used as an adverb meaning very in everyday situations, try to avoid using it as an adverb in formal speaking and writing. And I know many of us are guilty of this, myself included, okay? Of using real as meaning very. He was real sick. You understand? Meaning he was very sick. But in all actuality, this is incorrect, guys. Informal. He batted real well in the game. The correct way should be he batted really well in the game. Any questions here?
Miss, I don't understand what's the meaning of real.
Okay, real means genuine or actual. For example, Hannah has a real Dolce & Gabbana handbag. That means you have the original one. It's the real thing. It's not a fake, Hannah. You understand?
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's
Okay.
meant by actual or genuine. Now,
Okay.
really means actually or truly. For example, he batted really well in the game. Okay. So
Okay.
in exercise 2, we're going to revise the sentences with modifier errors. Most of the following sentences contain at least one error in modifier usage. If a sentence contains an error, revise the sentence with the correct modifier. All right, Hannah, would you take the first 2, please?
Yes, miss. You have done very good today, Marcia. We will change good to well.
Very good.
The nurse shark was moving very slow over the seabed, very slowly over the seabed.
Correct. Continue through number 5, please, Hannah.
Okay. The fireworks exploded with a real loud bang. It is correct?
No.
With a really loud bang?
Yes, because remember, real means actual or genuine, okay? Really means actually or truly. So here you would replace real with really,
Okay.
okay?
The team did not play badly, but they lost anyway. It is correct because the badly is an adverb describing play.
Exactly right, good job.
Okay. James thinks that Jacob Dylan is a well singer. It is a good singer.
Correct. Good job, Hannah, thank you. All right,
Thank you,
Laura, will you do the next 5?
Yes, Miss Lynn. Number 6 is gonna be it's correct.
No,
It's gonna be badly.
yes.
Ba-
Bad should be badly.
Okay, number 7 slowly should be slow.
Yes,
Is it? 8 is correct.
correct.
9 is correct.
No,
Even if the day is going bad. How it's not correct?
because it's incorrect.
Badly.
Yes, it should be badly.
I don't understand why it's badly.
Because even if your day is going bad, getting angry at me will not help. If you remember, bad is an adjective. Badly is an adverb, okay?
Eh,
So what does it modify here?
The day,
Okay? Even if your day is going bad, getting angry at me will not help. The
okay,
correct answer is badly.
okay. Number 10. Hold on, slowly, but it's correct.
No,
What?
you have to
Slow.
read the sentence.
Slow.
It has nothing to do with slow.
I don't understand.
Read the sentence.
Slowly but surely. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Real. Well, good should be well,
So
right?
you're saying replace good with well.
Other good run real well. Yes, good with well.
Okay, does everyone agree?
No,
Okay, Hannah, help us.
we will change real to really.
Bravo, very good. It should be really well.
Yes.
Laura, you have to read the complete sentence before you give an answer. You kept wanting to say slowly because that's the first word you saw, but the answer was all the way at the end, okay?
Mm.
All right, so let's, hold on one second, guys. All right, let's go to page 251. We'll finish this today. Comparison of modifiers. Modifiers change form to show comparison. There are 3 degrees of comparison: positive, comparative, and superlative. Positive is young, comparative, younger, and superlative, youngest. Fearful, more fearful, most fearful. Rapidly, more rapidly, most rapidly. Good, better, best. Everyone understand this?
Yes.
Okay. Then we have regular comparison. Most one-syllable modifiers form the comparative degree by adding ER and the superlative degree by adding EST. So you can see the positive here is large, then larger, then superlative is largest, okay? We have deep, comparative is deeper, superlative, deepest. 2-syllable modifiers may form the comparative degree by adding ER or by using more. They may form the superlative degree by adding EST or by using most. For example, positive for wealthy, comparative wealthier, superlative wealthiest. Go down to rapid. Rapid, more rapid, most rapid. Softly, more softly, most softly. Then you have common, and in the comparative, you can see you can use commoner or more common for comparative, and superlative, you can use commonest or most common. We usually used most common, but if you use commonest, it's perfectly fine also, okay? Any questions on this page?
Yes, when do we use more and most?
Okay. The one syllable modifiers, Hannah, look at number one. They
Okay.
form the comparative degree. If the word has one syllable, okay, then you're going to add ER to the comparative, and you're going to add EST to superlative. Now, if you have a word with two syllable modifiers, you're going to add to the comparative ER, or by using more. See, you can see here, rapid, and then you have, because you have two syllables here, rapid, okay? Then you use more for the comparative, and for the superlative, you must use most. You understand?
So why don't we use in rapid the ER or EST?
Because there's no such word as rapidest. Yeah, see, lovely, lovelier, loveliest. There is a word loveliest, but there's no word like rapidest. Okay, it would be most rapid.
Okay.
Okay, it just
So it's
depends
kind
on
of
your word.
irregular,
I'm sorry.
irregular word. It's kind of irregular words.
I'm sorry, baby. Say it one more time.
It's kind of irregular words.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it is, Hannah. Okay.
Okay.
And we'll continue more with those later. In actuality, y'all are ahead of the class right now, because yesterday we stopped at the beginning of page 250. So that catches you up on chapter 8. Now, let me explain to you about, first of all, do you have any questions on the grammar?
No.
Yes, Miss Lynn.
No.
Miss Lynn,
Yes, Laura.
I have one.
Yes.
How do we know, like, for example, exercise 4, how do we know, like, which one to use? Positive, comparative, or superlative?
What page?
Page 253, exercise 4.
Okay. Let's go to number 1. I can skate blank now than I could last year. What's the word you would put? Huh?
Not this one, I mean, sorry, hold on. Like, for any question, like, how do we know which one to use?
You have to read the rules, learn the rules. It's going to tell you which one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. You have to read the rules and learn those rules, guys, please, because that's the only way you're going to know which words to use. All right, before we end, I just put grammar workbook 158 through 160 as an attachment on SMS. Any questions? None? Okay, real quick before I forget to tell you, today I will record some videos for you for the Odyssey, okay? I will make one for Homer's World. Remember, you have sheets that you were supposed to fill out for Homer's World, I think like 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure, I'll check. But anyway, we're already in class on book 11, but I will start with book 1 and do a brief summary for you and go until you're caught up with the class, okay?
Okay.
Do you have any questions about the Odyssey?
No.
Okay, remember guys that the Odyssey is an epic poem, which means it is huge. In fact, it's actually a book with over 800 pages. But of course, we're not doing the entire book. In our book, we only have certain smaller books to read. I think there are like 8 or 9. Anyhow, some are short, some are longer. But what you need to know before you can understand the Odyssey is something about Homer. Homer was a blind bard, a poet that supposedly wrote the Odyssey and another epic poem called the Iliad. But we're not studying the Iliad now. We're only going to study the Odyssey. The Odyssey is about the main character, Odysseus, who's been away from home. He was away fighting in the Trojan War for 10 years. Then it took him another 10 years to reach his home again. So total, he has been gone from his family for 20 years. His wife's name is Penelope, and he has a son named Telemachus. You will see some very strange names in the narrative. Also, you will see a lot of mythological gods like Zeus, Athena, Argos, Helios, all of those gods. Not all of them, but quite a few. But anyway, when I make the recordings for you, I will explain the best I can who is who, okay? And I will catch you up with the class. I'll make many of them today, between today and tomorrow, okay? So you'll know what's going on and be able to understand it. All right, are there any questions?
No, thank you, Miss.
Oh,
Okay.
thank you, Miss.
All right, thank you girls so much for coming today. I appreciate it.